and welcome to The Successful Introvert, how to confidently grow your business and your bank account, a weekly interview series where I will be interviewing experts on how to grow your confidence, step out of your comfort zone, and thrive in your business. I'm Erin, Summ, confidence coach, supporting introverted women entrepreneurs to step past their fears of being seen and heard and into confidence so you can thrive and make a bigger difference in the world and your bank account. Make sure to join the free Stand Up and Shine Confidence Challenge on Facebook at erinsumm.com/confidence challenge to expand your confidence and increase your income in less than 10 minutes a day. Today, I am thrilled to have Jean Kathryn Carlson with us. Hello, Jean Kathryn.
Hello.
Jean Kathryn is going to be talking to us today about tapping into your greatness. And we're literally going to be doing some EFT tapping during the segment today. So I'm really excited to get into that. First, I want to tell you a little bit about Jean Kathryn. Jean Kathryn, vibrant living alchemist, is passionate about expanding our capacity for joy no matter what is going on in the world. That is good. We need more joy right now. She relies on the power of inner wisdom to lead the way. She confidently navigates the world of dreams and boldly taps on anything and everything. She knows that the solution to anyone's challenge lay within, and she's committed to listening their answers into being. She is endlessly fascinated at how the wisdom of dreams and the wisdom of the body reveal the steps to a more vibrant and abundant life for her and her clients. Yay, so happy to have you today.
I'm so thrilled to be here. And I just want to say, you definitely are the poster child for moving into confidence. You are walking your talk. You are amazing. And thank you for asking me to be here today.
Oh, thank you. And so are you, Jean Kathryn. And I want to talk a little bit about your story today, too, of yourself going from shy to confident. But first, tell us a little bit about your business and, what is Vibrant Living Alchemy? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I've known for a long time that I can't just do one thing. Like if I have a recipe, I can't just follow the recipe. I have to make it different. So I got into dreams and I thought I was going to be a dream worker, but then that wasn't quite enough. So then I added essential oils and then the tapping came along and then the law of attraction. What I realized, the vibrant living alchemy, is that we each on this planet get to choose what combination of magic tools we want to bring together to work for us, because for everybody it's different. So I really am about choosing to live more vibrantly. The more healthy I become, the more cleansed I am on the inside, the brighter the world gets. And I want everybody to experience that because it is so much more fun.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, and you do so many things that help us with our health and our, which brings us more joy too.
Yes, absolutely. And so I think that my most exciting moment in my business is at the end of a session when I see this tremendous light come from within, from the client. They come in a little bit like, this is going on. And at the end, it's like they can breathe and there's more space and they walk out and it's like, oh, I'm entering my life again. This is great. So it's so much fun to see that light turn on and to know that they're taking their light out into the world. And heaven knows we need a lot more light in the world right now.
Yes. Yeah, and that's one of the things I love about my business and what I do too, is just helping women to shine and to be truly who they are. And like you said earlier, the both of us have really done a lot of growth in the last few years since we've known each other.
Absolutely.
Really absolutely. So tell me, when we met, I think in 2013, and back then we were both much shyer. And I remember you were like this meek little shy woman, and you didn't talk very much, and you were really quiet. And now you're this brilliant light in the world, and you're shining, and you're speaking, and you're running retreats and doing all these things, and you're really out there in a bigger way. So tell me, how did that go? Tell us a little bit about that journey.
I was thinking about that after you first asked me. And of course, my first not as confident part goes, I don't know how I did it. And then I started thinking about it. And I think if we turn the clock back to 2006, I was in a long-term unhappy marriage, and I found myself in San Miguel de Allende in Mexico at a Heroes Path retreat center. And one thing led to another, and although this was not suggested to me, I heard it and I knew it was for me, and the suggestion was to marry yourself. And so I think that the first step to get me to, in 2013 when you met me, I was quiet for sure, and I had gotten out of a 25-year-old marriage. So it was like I didn't know the journey that I was going to need to get all this distance. But what I knew for sure is that I needed to commit to myself, make myself my primary relationship. So that was the beginning. So I think that commitment to say, you know what, it may look like everybody else in the world is more important than me, but nobody's more important than me, and making this my primary relationship. So that was the first thing, is get committed. Then the second thing was finding, I don't know they go in this order, but I through the experience in the business community, I found some people who reflected my brilliance. They could see through the shy, quiet part of me and say, yes, and you are amazing. And so having people reflect back the brilliance that we can't see yet is so important. We call it a dream team. So having a dream team. So I had a dream team. They were relentless. It's like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you're good. Who, me? And then there's the retreat into the cave. There's come back out. So that was really important. Then I found tapping. And everybody on this call, marry yourself. It's so good. I don't have the ring on now, but I even bought myself a ring. Wore that.
I have one too.
Right. Next time we get together, we're going to wear our rings. So then I found tapping. And the great thing is, one of the greatest ways to find out who we are is to clean out whatever is there that's not us. You know how, like, when they say Michelangelo, when he did his sculpture, he sculpted away everything that wasn't David. Now we are, each of us, it's like, well, what's true about me? And so really getting in there and cleaning things out. For me, tapping, the emotional freedom technique tapping, that's what worked for me. And people will find different things, different ways to do that. And the final thing I want to say is that I learned to see what's so good about being shy and introverted, because it's so easy to pathologize ourselves, because the whole world is out there saying, rah, 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 this is the way to go. You got to be big. You got to be loud. You got to be proud. Yes, it's important to step up in confidence. And we are so powerful, we introverted, shy people, because we know what it's like to process on the inside, and most of the world doesn't.
Right.
And there's a lot of power in that, because we can see things and feel things that people can't see and feel. And once we realize that's okay and are willing to show up with our light shining, then we can see in the dark. That's a superpower that not everybody has, but most shy introverts have that see in the dark superpower. And everybody on the call, go within right now and say, so what is my shy introverted superpower? Ratchet that up. And that's, that's really, if it's artificial, we drop it away. I don't need to be shy in that situation. I really am not. But if it's our natural essence, come out shining and use those superpowers. So that helped me a lot when I realized in my dream work, in my tapping, I was hearing things, feeling things, seeing things because of all my time alone that was helping my clients, helping me. And it really shifted a lot for me.
Nice. And I love that. Like Katie said, to marry yourself. I was just listening to a webinar earlier this morning, and they talked about the same thing. You need to fall in love with yourself first before you can live the life you love, before you can meet the one. And, all these different things will fall into your place in your life when you truly connect with yourself and fall in love with who you are.
Yes.
And stop trying to be somebody else,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. It's huge. It's huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I love that story, and I love watching you, over the last few years blossom and really step into who you are, and
Thank you. So let's see. Oh, you know what? There's another thing that we've hinted at, and this is part of marrying. Marrying myself makes me my primary lover, makes me my primary passion. I have a friend who's going through a passion quest this year, and she decided to make herself the focus of the passion quest. What better way than to say, who am I and how do I connect with that light within? And part of it, the passion leads the way. And there was something, this is more like moving forward, but even in that time that I knew you, I would get pretty activated in some of those business things, and I'd go away thinking, oh, I didn't show up again. And Michelle McClintock, one of your guests a couple of weeks ago, was talking about the importance of finding a way to soothe ourselves and finding a way to find that regeneration time. And so that's another place that's so important, is to say, okay, I'm kind of tired out right now, or I had a great day and I need to respect this regeneration faculty. I find for me, going on walks, being in creative mode, all of those things do a great job of reconnecting with what's important, and then being, getting more energy. How about you, Erin? Do you find you have a particular way that you recharge? A hot tip for the listeners from your recharging station?
Yeah, I like sleep.
That's a good one. Napping is outstanding. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely napping.
Really good. Yeah. So I don't know how. So I'd like to invite the people to a quick tapping at some point. Do you have any other things? Where would you like to go at this moment?
Well, that's actually exactly where I was going to go. I was going to ask you to tell us how tapping can support us in embracing our shy and introverted nature, and then let's do a little bit of tapping as well.
Okay. And I'm going to introduce everyone to a new style of tapping that I have brought in. And as a matter of fact, jumping a little ahead, you will all get access to a file, a document that will have all of this information on it. So you don't need to write any of it down. And there is a form of energy work called Jinshin Jitsu, basically just uses fingertips. And there is one that is called jumper cables. And all you need is your 10 fingers. And so this is, so we're going to do this. It's called Get Rid of Worry. So the thumb is worry. Get rid of worry fast. And FAST. So F is for fear. A is for anger. S is for sadness and grief. And the little finger, I bet you a lot of us can relate to. It's called trying too hard.
Never.
Never. Okay, well, many of we shy introverts are we're trying so hard and we just can't make it work. That's the trying too hard. So the cool thing about what I'm going to share with us right now is that wherever we shy introverts are, this is something we can do under the table. This is why it shows this. The tapping people can see, oh no, they see me tapping, but this we can do under the table and come back to ourselves. So here we go. All you have to do is you're going to take and hold, doesn't matter which hand. So just take one hand and wrap your hand around the thumb. So this is the worry. And just squeeze gently, and I'll let you repeat after me. Any remaining worry about showing up?
Any remaining worry about showing up?
I'm ready to let it go.
I'm ready to let it go.
I'm ready to step into worry-free shining.
I'm ready to step into worry-free shining.
And letting the rest of it go.
And letting the rest of it go.
And then moving on. You want to add a little something just gently go out the fear, the index finger.
Having some feedback.
Oh.
Will you turn your volume a little bit?
Do what?
Turn your volume a little bit. That might help.
Okay.
Let's hit that. Awesome.
Okay. Yeah. So now holding on to the index finger, which is fear, and repeating after me. Any fear about showing up confidently?
Any fear about showing up confidently?
And if you gently squeeze, like mimic the heartbeat, it feels really good. So again, you can be under the table, squeezing, say, any fear that I feel right now.
Any fear that I feel right now.
I'm going to breathe it out and let it go.
I'm going to breathe it out and let it go.
Let it go, let it go, let it go.
Let it go, let it go, let it go.
And then this one is funny. Okay, I'll be a little bit bodacious on your, and the middle one is anger. And if you think about what we use the middle finger for, it'll be an easy one to remember. Because usually you see it on the road and in places when people are angry. So here we go. Any anger towards myself.
Any anger towards myself.
For not showing up confidently.
For not showing up confidently.
And for choosing to duck into my cave.
And for choosing to duck into my cave.
I'm going to let it go now.
I'm going to let it go now.
Any resentment towards anyone else.
Any resentment towards anyone else.
I'm going to breathe and let it go.
I'm going to breathe and let it go.
Let it go, let it go, let it go.
Let it go, let it go, let it go.
Okay. And then on the ring finger, which is sadness and grief. Any sadness about how I was born a shy introvert.
Any sadness about how I was born a shy introvert.
I'm letting that go.
I'm letting that go.
I'm choosing to claim my superpowers.
I'm choosing to claim my superpowers.
And becoming quietly confident in this world.
And becoming quietly confident in this world.
And sometimes loudly confident in this world.
And sometimes loudly confident in this world.
Because I get to do it myself.
Because I get to do it myself.
I get to choose.
I get to choose.
And then finally, the trying too hard. Now I show up and follow my natural brilliance.
And now I show up and follow my natural brilliance.
No more trying.
No more trying.
No more efforting.
No more efforting.
No more pushing myself.
No more pushing myself.
I'm just going to let my brilliance shine.
I'm just going to let my brilliance shine.
And I'm going to let it all be okay.
And I'm going to let it all be okay.
So now just like wiggle our fingers and shake the fingers out a little bit. And then breathing in. Anything that is no longer needed, gather it on the inside and then blow it out. And let it go. Now, you might ask, what if I don't remember the words? Well, guess what? On the document, you'll have the words. And at the same time, if you just want to soothe yourself, just hold the fingers and breathe. You don't even have to say anything. Just hold your fingers and breathe. It's a great undercover tapping routine that I now have shared with the world.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. And I think a key word there when we go through is to say, because every day we're clearing things out. So the remaining, I'm fine just the way that I am, and there's room for improvement. I've gotten rid of a lot of worry, and there might be some left to go. So be generous, compassionate, and loving with yourself because you are your primary partnership.
Yes. I love that. Thank you. Cool. And did you want to do any tapping too, or just wanted to do the fingers today?
Well, we could definitely do some tapping. Let's do this. Is anybody on either Facebook Live or how about you, Erin? Is there anything in particular that you think your community? What do you think would be a good thing to tap on with them? And we'll do it.
I think the feeling of not feeling good enough.
Okay.
And if anyone has any questions or comments, please feel free to type them in the comments, and we'll go ahead and answer those too when we're done with the tapping.
Okay, so I'd like for all of you who are listening to imagine that right in front of you is a big garbage bag. And in that big garbage bag, you're going to put everything that you've ever felt like you weren't good enough for. So all the not good enough feelings, all of those experiences are going into, we call this a bundle or a bag. We put it all in there, and now we're going to tap on it, and it goes like this. So tapping on, so now we're going to do the body points, and we'll tap on, here's the karate chop. It's right between the base of the little finger and the top of the wrist. So you just chop there, tap there, and it doesn't matter which one, either one. That's a great thing about tapping. You can't get it wrong. So here we go. Even though there's this not good enough bundle.
Even though there's this not good enough bundle.
And it prevents me from showing up confidently.
And it prevents me from showing up confidently.
It prevents me from knowing what to say.
It prevents me from knowing what to say.
And there's a part of me that's holding on to this not good enough bundle.
And there's a part of me that's holding on to this not good enough bundle.
Because if it wasn't, it would be gone.
Because if it wasn't, it would be gone.
Maybe I'm holding on to this because then I don't really have to do anything.
Maybe I'm holding on to this because then I wouldn't really have to do anything.
Maybe I'm holding on to this because I'm still kind of scared.
Maybe I'm holding on to this because I'm still kind of scared.
And for whatever other reasons.
And for whatever other reasons.
I want to find a way to love myself anyway.
I want to find a way to love myself anyway.
All of me.
All of me.
Even the timid one.
Even the timid one.
Oh, no, not her. Yeah, her too. Okay, taking that out. Shaking that out. And we're going to do that one more time. In the interest of time, we're going to do it one more time. So tapping on the karate chop and repeating after me, even though there's this not good enough bundle.
Even though there's this not good enough bundle.
And Erin, what does it prevent you from?
Oh, what does it prevent me from? That's a good question.
How about it prevents me from taking things more easily in life?
Well, yes, yes, it prevents me from taking things more easily in life.
It prevents me from trusting that magic will work for me too.
It prevents me from trusting that magic will work for me too.
And that abundance easily flows.
And that abundance easily flows.
And there's a part of me holding on to this not good enough bag.
And there's a part of me holding on to this not good enough bag.
Maybe because I'm just not going to let it go.
Maybe because I'm just not going to let it go.
Maybe because I don't believe that things can be easy for me.
Maybe because I just don't believe things can be easy for me.
I don't know. For whatever other reasons.
For whatever other reasons.
Known or unknown.
Known or unknown.
In this lifetime or any other.
In this lifetime or any other.
On any plane of reality.
On any plane of reality.
I'm ready to show up and let this bag go.
I'm ready to show up and let this bag go.
And still love and accept all of me.
And still love and accept all of me.
Okay, and shaking that out. All right. So now we're going to go and we're going to tap on the tapping points. So for those of you for whom this may be new, I'm going to just point to the tapping points and then we'll actually tap. So right at the beginning of your eyebrows, at the outside of the eyebrows, underneath, if you look straight ahead, you'll be tapping. And by the way, this is tapping, not hitting. So we don't want anybody to knock yourself out. So very gently under the eyes. And then I do under the nose and under the chin at the same time. You can use two hands. You can use one hand, however. And the collarbone, there is like where the two little bumps are, the two little bone endpoints here. And then you just go down about an inch. So right about there. I like using all my fingers to tap because that way I'm sure to get the point. Now there's another one that's right under the arm, like if you're waking up or lifting your arm up and singing in the shower. It's right under there. And this is a good one. It's right at the top of the, it's right at the bottom of the rib cage, actually, the right by the sternum. I say it's right under the boobs. So sorry, guys, if you're on the line. And this is a good one. Here's a good idea. Remember, if you ever are really angry, this is a great place to release anger. So tap on this. I'm so angry, and it'll help getting that. Then the next one is on the wrists. So you can tap both wrists at the same time. Yep, perfect. And then top of the head. Okay, so here we go. On the beginning of the eyebrows. This not good enough bundle.
This not good enough bundle.
On the outside of the eyebrows. It feels like it's been with me all my life.
Feels like it's been with me all my life.
It's been with me so long, I think it's who I am.
It's been with me so long, I think it's who I am.
I keep telling myself I'm not good enough.
I keep telling myself I'm not good enough.
And on the collarbone, I'm not good enough.
I'm not good enough.
And under the arms, I guess I'm just not good enough.
Guess I'm just not good enough.
It really pisses me off to think that I'm not good enough.
It really pisses me off to think I'm not good enough.
Because in my head, I'm pretty darn good.
It's in my head. I'm pretty darn good.
I can see the things I can offer the world.
I can see the things I offer the world.
And then this bundle comes along and says, oh, no, you won't.
And then this bundle comes along and says, oh, no, you won't.
Oh, you're just not good enough.
Well, you're just not good enough.
You're not good enough.
You're not good enough.
You're not as good as so-and-so.
You're not as good as so-and-so.
You don't really have that much to offer.
You don't really have that much to offer.
And on the collarbone. So just don't get out there.
So just don't get out there.
Remember how bad you felt when so-and-so criticized you?
Remember how bad you felt when so-and-so criticized you?
I don't want you to ever feel like that again.
I don't want you to ever feel like that again.
So we're not showing up.
So we're not showing up.
We're hanging on to this not good enough bundle.
We're hanging on to this not good enough bundle.
And we'll just stay in here forever.
And we'll just stay in here forever.
Oh, no, we won't.
Oh, no, we won't.
Because I got a new thing coming.
Because I got a new thing coming.
People have been telling me how good I really am.
People have been telling me how good I really am.
And I think they know more than me about that.
And I think they know more than me about that.
And if I really have to admit it, I know I am way better than I give myself credit for.
I know I am way better than I give myself credit for.
I know what it feels like when I do shine.
I know what it feels like when I do shine.
And on the wrist, I'm going to skip go to the wrist. And it feels really good.
And it feels really good.
This is the first step.
This is the first step.
I'm going to tune into my passion.
I'm going to tune into my passion.
How good it feels.
How good it feels.
I'm going to let my powerful inner guide lead.
I'm going to let my powerful inner guide lead.
And that one knows how to shine in the world.
And that one knows how to shine in the world.
So, fear, be gone.
So fear, be gone.
Stupid, you're not good enough bundle, be gone.
Stupid, you're not good enough bundle, be gone.
Because I am under the boobs. Because I am on my way.
Because I am on my way.
And nothing on the wrist, nothing has power over me.
And nothing has power over me.
Unless I give it power over me.
Unless I give it power over me.
Well, I'm not doing that anymore.
Well, I'm not doing that anymore.
I am stepping out.
I am stepping out.
Into my confidence.
Into my confidence.
And letting my light shine.
And letting my light shine.
Okay, and shaking that out. Now, woo-hoo-hoo. Now, just for fun, listeners, tappers, check out that bag and see if that bag hasn't shrunk a bit. Usually, fine. How about for you, Erin? What happened?
I don't see it anymore.
It's not there anymore. This is a great way. The concept of bundling and tapping is fabulous because you can take any theme, like not good enough, put everything from your whole life into that bag and tap it, and it takes care of moving a lot of energy. It's pretty fun.
That's awesome. So tell us in a couple sentences what tapping does in terms of moving energy. What's the benefit?
Yeah, what's so good about that? Besides looking weird. Well, we are energetic beings. And I love living at this time in the world because there is so much scientific evidence that proves that, yes, we are energetic beings. Those meridians that the Chinese hypothesized way back in the before Christ time, they were right. We've got all of these, we're energetic beings. So if you think of a river, this is the best way to think about it. Think of a river, and when the river is flowing free, the water is clear. The water is good. When it gets dammed up, it starts getting stagnant. So our energy meridians are like rivers of energy. And when something happens in our life, you probably all have experienced your dear amygdala in the back of the brain that is the fight or flight syndrome. Whenever anything happens that makes us go, ooh, it gets recorded in our nervous system. So that anything then that happens that's like that, then what's going to happen is that the amygdala is going to say, oh, I remember this. This is scary. And it gets activated again. So what tapping does, somehow, we don't know exactly. It's a bit of a mystery. But what we do know is by tapping on these meridians, it stimulates the energy to start moving. So that then there's the flow. We get flow. And the crazy thing is the things that the amygdala was so afraid of. So why do we say the negative things? That's often a question I get. We say the negative things because it's giving a message to the back of the brain saying, okay, we're clearing this out. I know you think this is really scary. It's not as scary as you think. So we're going to smooth out this energy, and you don't have to go all, ooh, when something like this happens again. You can go, oh yeah, this isn't so bad. This is okay. The cool thing is when what we were doing in that tapping is when we get a dialogue between the back of the brain and the front of the brain, because this is our creative center. The potential we have is greater than any problem we have. So all the potential lies in the heart, lies in the brain, frontal, and then what happens if the amygdala gets activated, it shuts us down. Oh. So we don't have access to our creativity. And that's exactly when we need it. So by doing the tapping, smoothing the energy out, getting the energy to flow, turning down the amygdala response, then we have more access to our light. We're cleaning out our energy streams. We've got beautiful flowing energy, and life feels so much better.
I love that.
Yes.
Yay. Well, yeah, and I'd done tapping before I met you a little bit, like once or twice. And then when we did it at Maggie's house for the Create Your Star thing a while back, I really felt a shift. And, before that, and before I was like, I don't know about this tapping stuff. And then when I did it with you at Maggie's retreat thing,
yeah,
I was like, whoa, this is really awesome. I feel so different afterwards. So it really can shift energy. And I've tried it by myself too, since learning it with you. And it's really amazing. Yeah,
it is. And that's what I love about tapping is that not everybody responds this way, but for people who do, like you, it's so magical because I can feel it working in my body. Mm-hmm. And I think I like immediate proof that something's working. So as I tap, and how do I know? You might ask, well, how do you know? I yawn a lot. I'll feel a lot of energy moving up and down my body, and it's very pleasurable. So it's I get immediate feedback.
Great. Thank you for sharing that. That was really fun. Do you have any other advice for us introverted entrepreneurs to share before we wrap up?
I think the most important thing is to know, I recently resaw a movie called Hugo. It was about, and there's a profound moment in it, and this is what I want to leave us all with. There's a moment in the movie, this is a kid that lives in a clock tower and takes care of clocks, and he's telling another character, he said, I like machines because every part in a machine has a purpose. Mm. So when I'm in this clock tower and I look out in the world, I think it's like a machine, and everybody and everything in the world has a purpose. Mm. So to know that, who knows why we were born shy introverts, but I think it has to do with we agreed to this because there is a gift that we have that the world needs that only we can give. And our journey towards confidence, or our journey of confidence is shining, is as important as the shining itself, because there are gifts that you are getting that the world needs. So that's what I want to leave you with is don't stop. Find your path, whatever it entails. Find your path, keep going, because you are an important, purposeful person on this planet.
Yes. And there's only one you. And so you're the only one that can do what you do. That's
right. That's right. No matter what that little other brain says, it's nobody can do it like you do it.
Yep. Sure. Thank you. I love that. So I know you have a gift for the viewers today. Tell us about that and how we can find it.
Excellent. I will be sharing a link with Erin, and that will lead you to see, I don't have it, didn't print it out. That will lead you to a document that has the fingers on it. And also I created a video for you so that you can actually work through the fingers. It's about, I don't know, it's about 6 to 8 minutes. So it's fairly short. And at the same time, if you want to, I invite you to give yourself 7 to 10 days of using the video. Once you know how to do it, you don't have to use the video anymore. But I invite you to tap for even just 5 minutes, 10 days. See what your experience is, and then I'd love to hear from you. So you'll get a link. The link will take you to the download for the video, to play the video, and for that, for the handout. Great, thank you. And how can people get a hold of you otherwise? What's your website? Get a hold of me is through Facebook Live. I love Facebook Live, so I'm under Jean Kathryn Carlson. It's easy to find me. Even if we're not friends, we can always become friends. And you can simply, if you have a question about today, Facebook message me with that. I'll also give you my email address. So ta-da, here it goes. JK Jean Kathryn dot, and then the 3 words, Vibrant Living Alchemy. So I'll spell that. So it's jk.vib as in boy, RAN as in nobody, T, LIV as in Victor, ING, ALCHEM as in Mary, Y at gmail.com.
I just put it in the comments, so it's there.
Oh, awesome.
Good. Yeah. Good. So everyone, you can reach out to Jean Kathryn through Facebook, or you can email her, and make sure to download her free gift. I will put that in the comments, or she will put that in the comments right afterwards as well, so you can get that, and so you can start tapping away and doing your finger work.
Yes. And by the way, if you are interested in in a document that has all of the tapping points, Facebook message me with that request, and I'll be sure to get that to you as well, because we did that too.
Perfect. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. This was such a wonderful training, and I loved talking with you today. And I know everyone else loved watching and listening and tapping too. So everyone, reach out to Jean Kathryn. Make sure to get her free gift, and make sure to tune in next Thursday at 4 p.m. as well. This show is happening every Thursday at 4 p.m. We have a couple bonuses here and there, but Denise Raviza will be on next week. You know Denise? Yes. And she's going to be talking about how to overcome your fear of success. Woohoo! So make sure to tune in then. And in a couple weeks, we're going to have Katarina Rando on a Tuesday, and we're going to have Susan Rupel on a Tuesday as well. They're both fantastic, so I'm so excited for our upcoming guests. We have a lot in store for you, so make sure to mark your calendars. And again, thank you so much, Jean Kathryn, for joining us today. It was wonderful. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day. See you next time. Mwah.
Mwah.